demonstrations in New York against corporate greed and war have spread to Washington and other cities. The American political left appears to be getting new energy from the protests, which began last month near Wall Street. Trevor Bradford from North Carolina couldn't wait to join the occupation of Freedom Plaza, a few blocks from the White House.
The main thing that we have to do is we have to keep these protests going, no matter how small they are. Even if there's just 10 people here every day of the week, 24/7.
The protesters' argument that Wall Street is responsible for the recession and that working and middle-class people are paying for it resonates with many.
Here's my resume. Can I have a job?
Veteran progressive activists see an opportunity. Georgetown University historian Michael Kazin writes about the American left.
When President Barack Obama's ratings and opinion polls are fairly low, when the ratings of Congress are very low, it's as if there's sort of no one to believe in anymore. And this, in some ways, is progressives giving voice to that and trying to provide an analysis of what's wrong.
David Somas is a military veteran, an anti-war protester from the Vietnam era.
Well, I think what the main thing is the fact that the government and the people involved have to be able to see what the people want. They have to see us out here in the street. And I think what you're going to end up seeing is that more and more people are going to start taking part in these events because, quite frankly, most of the people in the country support this movement.
Political experts attribute the protest growth to tactics learned from the Arab Spring movements in Tunisia and Egypt. John Kavanaugh, director of the Institute for Policy Studies, follows social movements around the world.
They said, this is the future. We're going to come to this square, or we're going to come to this area, and we're staying here. We are occupying this place until there's change. We're not leaving.
She wants to tell you why this is the Chamber of Corporate Horrors.
Many protesters want to build a national movement, but historian Michael Kazin says the refusal to appoint leaders or set an agenda could make that difficult.
In order for protest movements like this to sustain themselves, to become movements, and for those movements to have an influence on American society and American politics, they do have to come up with a strategy, organization, leaders.
Many in Freedom Plaza on this day are from out of town. Some plan to come back to keep the protests going. Others want to go home and start their own occupations in their own towns. Jeff Swicord, VOA News, Washington.